Hi guys, I am Marina Amdream, the place where we dream it, do it, succeed, and give. In this video, I'm wearing my jewelry piece that you can find on marinaamdream.com. This one says, "Believe in love, I made it myself," and you can get a lot more kinds, again, on marinaamdream.com. In this video, I'm going to be doing a book review of Kevin Hart's I Can't Make This Up Life Lessons, and it is #1 New York Times bestseller. You guys, this book is so good, so inspiring. I would highly recommend it to anybody. It's funny how this book actually came into my hands. I was in our local clothing store and they had this book on sale right there, and I looked at puppies and Kevin Hart, and like Kevin Hart said in one of his talk show interviews that everybody likes puppies and everybody likes Kevin Hart, and so it got me. I got the book, it had a good price, and I am so glad I did. Kevin Hart talks about his life story, and it is definitely more of a memoir than life lessons. And he talks about his family, his brother and father, mother, first wife, second wife, children. He is definitely a family man, and he has a lot of friends. And he really talks in details how he became a comedian. Comparing my life journey to his life journey, I found his journey is very easy. I'm sorry, because when you are in a big city and when you have open doors to so many comedy clubs in one time, it's easy. Try to make it in a city where there are no comedy clubs, or maybe one, and it's like miles and miles away. So it is a no-brainer that if you have a gift and you have a little bit of grit and persistent, and like he would say, you're a good person, and you just go into those clubs and knock the door. He is from Pennsylvania, but then he would drive to New York and go to every open mic that he could find, and then he started performing, and he really goes into details in this book how he did it. So I'm very grateful for that, because he did inspire me to go to more open mics myself. I don't do comedy, but I do rap and spoken word, and I dance, and so Kevin Hart is super inspirational. He talks about how he came to Hollywood and how he has struggled to make it in movies, and it is amazing how he has worked so hard, and in the end he just met a random person at the airport and magic happened. You know, someone said that opportunities don't come to you unless you're ready, and it may seem like just a random moment, but you guys, he has worked a lot before he was finally featured in a film that was called Think Like a Man, Act Like a Lady, and it was based on Steve Harvey's book, and it became a sensation. So Kevin Hart has arrived, and now, as we all know, he has been in many movies, and he is amazing. I really like this book because it let me into the mind of a comedian. What I found very inspirational is that Kevin Hart has a way of, he would say, shrugging the shoulder, meaning he really doesn't dwell on the negative too much. He's a very positive person, and if you read the book, as to all of us, bad things did happen to him, but he found a way to get out of it and move forward and be always optimistic. So I found that very inspirational. It's a random thing, but he said that they would describe comedy in violent terms like crush it, kill it, smash it when you go on stage, and I found that amusing, and it is true. And even Kevin Hart says, I don't know why, but we call it that way. So that's how you can really get into mind of a comedian when you read this book. So if you're a comedian, you have to read this book. He talks about how he went to many clubs and colleges and toured the country, and even arenas, even stadiums. He's like the first US comedian that has ever sold out a stadium. So impressive. And he's funny. We all know he is super funny. He's so gifted. It's funny how he started. I mean, he was just working at the shoe store, and I worked at the shoe store too. So hi, Kevin. And somebody told him, "You're so funny, you should go to a comedy club and perform at an open mic." And he did, and he loved it, and he worked on his craft very, very tediously, very, very in detail oriented, and then he would just not stop. And the reason I say that his journey is not as hard as mine, for example, because it is not a brainer to be in a big city and to get every opportunity you can find. Well, when you're in a small city and when you don't have those opportunities but you want it, it's harder. So I'm glad that he used those opportunities. A lot of times, some people, even if they have opportunities, they don't use them, but he had a gift and he had opportunities that he used. And I love how he sums it up. First of all, he said that success is a community effort. Love that point. Also, he said that if you want to be successful, you gotta have a gift, you have to be persistent, and you have to be a good person. So these are the three things that he talks about. If you want to be successful, you have to have or be loved it. And of course, I can go on and on about this book. I don't own the rights to any of these quotes or whatever. This is just the honest review in some of the points that I really liked. I would highly recommend this book to anyone. I found it funny, I found it heartfelt, I found it so touching, and when I read it, it really left a smile on my face. And now I hang out with a lot of comedians, believe it or not, and I would just tell them, hey, I know what you're thinking a little bit because I read a book by Kevin Hart, and I tell them you've got to read it. So you guys, you've got to read it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you like this video. Be happy, have fun, go laugh. This is what life is about. Let me know in the comments below what books I should read next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment under this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye guys.